Welcome to Wednesday. I don't know what time you're watching this. Maybe you're watching as you're doing your hour of prayer, because this week, as you know, we're doing a week of 24/7 virtual prayer. You could be virtually anywhere. And that's awesome. We think it's really cool that this is happening. So Wednesday, today we're talking about unity. The important thing that comes from unity, the characteristic of unity that brings authority in our families, in our churches, in our city. Over the next 4 days, I'm going to look at 2 Chronicles 7:14. It is a classical revival transformation scripture, and I'm going to just dig into that a little bit over the next 4 days. But let me just read it to you, and we're going to take one principle, and that's the principle of unity. It says, "If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, seek my face, turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, I will forgive their sin, I will heal their land." Yesterday I shared with you from Deuteronomy 28, 29, 30 about the blessings of obedience, the curses of disobedience. And when they were dedicating the temple, Solomon actually went back to those verses. In 2 Chronicles it's listed. He went back to those verses, and as he was dedicating the temple, he said these words: "God, you said that if we got out of whack and we were disobeying you, that all we would have to do, we'd have to just humble ourselves and pray. If my people came and humbled themselves, then you would heal our land. You'd forgive our sin and heal our land." And that was the recipe that he gave them for when they recognized that they were doing wrong. And so I've used a lot of phrases there, like we and they and us. And that's what's happening. This idea of unity is so significant to having something significant happen in our land. If you're just one person, if you're just by yourself in a room, you can have a great idea and no one's arguing with you. But if you add one more person to the room, sometimes it gets freaky. If you had 2 or 5 or 10, if you had 20 people to the room, there's 20 opinions about how to get things done. And the challenge with that is, where unity comes, that's commanded blessing. Psalm 133. You check it out. So there's commanded blessing with unity. So the goal of couples, the goal of families, the goal of churches, the goal of businesses, the goal of city leaders is, if you can bring people together in unity, there's nothing that can't happen. If my people, called by my name, that's a principle. If my people get together, called by my name, if they see the promises that I've declared and they agree together on them, then nothing's impossible. So I want to encourage us today. I want to encourage you today, in your hour today. Is there somebody in your church that you're in disunity with? Is there somebody in your workplace? Is there somebody in the city? Is there somebody in another church in the city? I want to encourage you. In fact, I want to take it farther. I want you to see that the word is commanding you to make it right. In fact, Jesus said, when he was talking about the offerings, he said, if you come and bring your offering to the altar, and you know that you've got something against your brother, then you need to go make it right. Leave your gift and go make it right. So I want to encourage you today, make it right. Pray. Make it right. So call that person, write them a letter. Do it out of a great humble heart. We learned that yesterday. Do it out of a humble heart, and we can move forward in what God's calling us to do in our lives, in our families, in our churches, and in our city.